Welcome to our Excel tutorial. In today's session, we're going to master the aggregate function, a multifaceted tool for summarizing data with the flexibility to skip errors and hidden rows. The aggregate function is a part of the math and trigonometry category in Excel. It's been a staple feature across various Excel versions, from Excel 2016 all the way back to Excel 2000 for Windows and 2011 for Mac. Let's dive into the syntax of the aggregate function. Equals aggregate, function underscore num, options, ref1, ref2. This formula is your key to a myriad of statistical operations. The function underscore num argument is where you specify the aggregation you want to perform. It's represented by a number from 1 to 19, each corresponding to a different function, such as average for 1, count for 2, or max for 4. The options argument is crucial as it determines how the function will treat errors and hidden rows. With a range of values from 0 to 7, you can customize what gets factored into your calculation. Ref1 is mandatory and points to the data range for the operation. Ref2 is optional and can be included for functions that require an additional range, offering more depth to your analysis. In our first example, we'll explore how to use the aggregate function to calculate the maximum value within a range of cells. This is particularly useful when your dataset includes errors or other values you want the function to disregard. The formula we'll use is equals aggregate 4, 6, b1, b3. Let's break down each component of this formula. Function number 4. This corresponds to the max function, which is used to find the highest value in a given set of numbers. Options 6. The options argument here is set to 6. This setting tells the aggregate function to ignore any error values that may be present within the specified range. This is important for maintaining the accuracy of your calculations, especially when dealing with incomplete or corrupted data. Ref1, b1, b3. This is the range of cells that the aggregate function will evaluate. In this case, it's the range b1 to b3. Make sure that this range includes all the cells you want to consider in your calculation. When you enter this formula into an Excel cell and press enter, the aggregate function will return the maximum value found within the range b1, b3, automatically excluding any error values it encounters. This example demonstrates the aggregate function's ability to perform a specific calculation, such as finding the maximum value, while applying a set of rules defined by the options argument. By setting the options to 6, we've instructed the function to ignore error values, ensuring that our result is as accurate as possible. Let's delve deeper into our second example, which demonstrates how to use the aggregate function to find the second largest value in a given range. This is particularly useful when your dataset contains outliers or errors that you'd like the function to overlook. The formula we're using is equals aggregate 14, 6, b1, b3, 2. Here's what each part of this formula does. Function number 14. This corresponds to the large function, which by default returns the largest value in a range. However, when used with the aggregate function, we can specify which large value we want. Options 6. The options argument here is set to 6, which tells the function to ignore error values. This is crucial if your dataset includes any errors or non-numeric values that could skew the result. Ref1, b1, b3. This is the range of cells from which the function will retrieve the second largest value. Ensure that this range includes the cells you wish to evaluate. Ref2, 2. This optional argument specifies which large value you want the function to return. In this case, the number 2 indicates that we want the second largest value. By combining these elements, the formula effectively instructs Excel to return the second largest value in the range b1, b3, disregarding any error values that may be present. This is an excellent technique for maintaining data integrity during analysis, especially when working with real-world datasets that may not be entirely clean. After entering the formula, press enter to reveal the second largest value in your specified range, neatly sidestepping any errors in your data. Remember, the power of the aggregate function lies in its flexibility. By adjusting the function number and options, you can perform a wide array of statistical calculations tailored to your specific needs. Thank you for joining us in this tutorial. Don't forget to practice using the aggregate function with various options and functions to unlock its full potential. For more Excel tips and tricks, be sure to subscribe to our channel.